The Age of Aquarius, the 11th lecture. This lecture will be devoted to the understanding of the hierarchies of two types, the hierarchy of our God and the hierarchy of our devil. This hierarchy are the hierarchies of the highest mind, the managing part, in which our devil and our God included. So, at first, let's discuss the philosophic part of it. In our world there is positive part and there is negative part. Even these parts are connected in our soul. But when we choose one part and another part, then we choose our belonging to the God or to the devil. The God's hierarchy is the list of individuals, is a membership of individuals that have entered this hierarchy and that enter the positive programs in the life of energetic world, in the life of our universe, our solar system, our earth, and our own life, the life of humanity. And the devil's hierarchy is the hierarchy that enters the negative programs in our life, in the life of our universe, our solar system. But the importance of the devil can't be ignored because we can develop only when we have both parts, negative and positive, and when we choose this part or that part. But when we don't have any of these parts, then we can't choose, and we uh, became a robot because when we choose um, negative or positive, we develop. We show our belonging to our God or to the devil. So, in the Bible, there is only the negative information about our devil, but you must understand that the Bible was written for the people of the early period, and then people didn't understand any philosophical problems, but now in the age of Aquarius, people must understand that the development comes through it, and the devil was created by our God, and it is necessary, and the devil is really necessary for our God, because through him he can develop the sources, the souls, the spirits of the humans, of all humankind. So I think it's really important to understand that all these great uh, leaders of hierarchy plays a great role in our life, and some part of humanity must belong to the God and some part of humanity must belong to the devil. But in the age of Aquarius, on our earth, the part that belongs to our God only stays, only will live, and the other part will be sent to another world that belong to the devil, not to the God, because the earth is determined for the people of God. But now, when the clarification or clarification isn't finished, there are the people of two types. The people of God and the people of devil. But when the clarification will be finished, there will be stayed only God's people on our earth, and it will be created the golden age, the age of Aquarius. The golden age or the golden race will be formed from the people of the gods. That's why it is called the golden race. So I want to say that now you must choose whom you belong, and you must choose it. I can't say that you must choose only God belonging, because the members of all hierarchies must exist. That's why there must be an equality between God and between devil, and it must be held. But I want to say that if you feel in yourself that you belong to God, you mustn't do wrong actions, and you must be prepared for entrance the new golden age, and there will be a lot of catastrophes on our earth. It was prescribed. It was prescribed. It was defined by our Bible, by other prescribers such as Nostradamus and other people of this higher end, that there will be a lot of catastrophes because there are the changing of poles on Earth, the strengthening of the solar activity, and all these factors influence our life, but they make the separation. They make the separation between positive souls and negative souls, and through it you can choose whom you belong. And now I want to tell you more about the construction of the God's hierarchy. The God's hierarchy is the hierarchy of the positive individuals, and is divided on 100 levels of the necessary spiritual volume, of the necessary amount of energy. But all individuals of God create only positive and create programs for positive individuals that are on our earth. And the devil's hierarchy consists of the individuals of the negative programs. They create programs for the negative people that are on our earth. So, the devil's hierarchy is twice less than God's hierarchy. It is twice weaker because, as I have said, there must be two parts, negative and positive, but the positive part must be higher in twice than the negative part. And when there are two thirds of positive and one third of negative, then forms the managing part. The managing part is the part that manages everything in our world. So it's really important to understand this information. And we now must choose between negative and positive, because when we finish the age of Aquarius, then we will be transmitted, then there will be the transition to the God's hierarchy or to the devil's hierarchy, and it will depend from your choice what type of choice you've made. But you must also understand that in God's hierarchy you have your own choice when you are in hierarchy, and you can develop and you can choose something that you like to develop in yourself. You can create different words, energetic words. So the creative part is saved there. But in the devil's hierarchy, you will develop only through program of devils. You will be robotized. You will be as a robot, because devil creates only servants, not helpers, only servants. So if you want to develop yourself, if you want to develop your creative part, your creativity, you must enter the God's hierarchy, because in case of devil you will develop and you will execute only requirements of the devil. You will robotize, you will be dependent from the devil. So it is your own choice. But this is new information that I transmit to you now, because in the Bible there wasn't this information. There was a bit misunderstanding of the role of the devil. The role of the God is very well described in our world, but the role of the devil wasn't described in the Bible, only as a negative part. But you must understand that there is a positive part in devil too, because not positive, but the devil is necessary for all development. It's necessary because there is two poles, the positive pole and the negative pole, and we must choose, and we are between them. And when we go here, it is positive, and when we go here, it is negative. So It is a philosophical law of choice. It is called law of choice. So the most important law in the age of Aquarius is the law of choice. You must choose between God and between devil. You must make your choice now. You haven't known this information because in the Bible there was only an information that you will burn in the hell or something like that, but it isn't so. You will be, if you enter devil's hierarchy, uh, you will be controlled by the devil. You will lose your own will, So it can be compared to the hell, to the inferno, because uh, you must also execute his requirements. You can't choose yourself what you want to do, what is your soul necessities. You will only develop it in the way that the devil has written for you. And in the God hierarchy you can develop in beautiful way of creation different energetic worlds, different uh, beautiful things, but I want to say that you must choose, and the law of choice is the most important law in the age of Aquarius, because now you must choose. So thank you for attention, good luck.